Hey, welcome to my playthrough of Fallout 4. This is part 13. We just finished going through some sort of an army barracks over there. I was hoping that it would be connected to this settlement, but it turns out it wasn't. So we had a good time. It was fun. We got some good gear. We got some new power armor that we'll use for a little while, and yeah, we'll just keep going with the mission so far. So we're gonna try to help liberate these guys, and to do that, we need to make our way down to Revere Beach Station, which I think has like regular like raider type enemies. So we'll do that, and then I don't know. Once we're done with that, maybe we'll build up the settlement and maybe head back to Sanctuary. Oh, neat. There's a random police robot here.
Protect and serve.
Yeah, not the most effective way to cross the river, but... Oh, cool. Yeah, I think I brought this up maybe a couple episodes back. Now that the Brotherhood are here, we'll start seeing randomly like those helicopters will be flying around, and they'll drop guys wearing armor just like what I have on, and they'll kind of help us clean up the Commonwealth. So that's pretty cool. But however, what will also happen is enemies will see those, they'll shoot at them, they'll destroy them, and then they have like the most uncanny ability to land on you. So I fully expect to get killed by a falling helicopter at least once. Ooh. Oh. Yeah, see, the good news is they're kind of mad at that guy. Yeah, see, look how cool. They're having a hard time with that dog, but this is great. And this was actually a legendary. He was wearing armor. Oh wait, no. What did I... I would have swore that I saw the words Legendary Raider pop up somewhere on my screen a few seconds ago. Ooh. Yeah, this is not good. This is not good. Yeah, see, like, I bet you $5. There's so many enemies over there. One of them is going to get a lucky shot on that helicopter and take it out. Oh. Yep, I think... Was that the pilot that just fell out? This is a shit show. Where's the guy that I killed?
Oh, no, you don't. Another victory for the Brotherhood.
Oh man, I hope I didn't lose that legendary. Who was it, this guy? Yes. Blazing pool cue. Alright, if anybody was worried that my my bad luck run was gonna disappear, it's back. Combat armor chest piece, oh that's cool. We already have that technically, but it's still cool to get another one of those. Man, the Brotherhood just like cleaned house. Man, that's cool. I wasn't like literally worried, but I was worried that this was going to be a little bit of a slog. We still need to go down into the actual train station, so there'll be like more enemies down there. But that was a huge time savings. That was pretty sweet. And it's cool too, like we don't even, like those Brotherhood don't even know that like we're technically friends with the rest of the Brotherhood. So if they landed and just like fought us too, I wouldn't have been surprised. Once again, this is a bunch of red roaches and like little enemies like that is always a good opportunity to get some extra chances at legendary gear. Nice. All right, so it's so weird. Like Rooms and Snare both had one likeness, but they don't have any letters that are in the exact same spot. I hate that because it totally ruins my understanding of how this works. So, okay, so Storm had 3. Stout. Cool.
Powering up. Protectron on duty.
Yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, any little enemies like this, like whenever there's like a lot of them in one place, it's always cool. Because they're easy to take out and they have an equal chance to become legendary, which just increases your chances of like getting good armor or good weapons or whatever.
Chained on the other side.
Attention, citizens. You may now resume your normal activities.
Wow. As I was saying. But no legendaries though. That's okay. Come on, come on. At least this just gives you more chances for food and stuff too. It'd be neat if you used like a weapon, like this laser weapon sets things on fire. It'd be cool if like the meat you picked up was already cooked.
Yes.
Alright, so I don't think that robot's gonna do much. It just kind of stays upstairs. Man, I gotta be carrying way too much stuff at this point. 30. Okay, we have another 30 pounds. That's not bad.
Sweet.
Man, we were running like a little low on some stuff, but now we're doing pretty good. There's another robot in here. I'll give it only 2 shots. I don't want to keep doing this. I feel like we're spending a lot of time on computers lately.
I'm through.
Nice.
Powering up. Protectron on duty.
We never use the trusty 10 mil anymore. Ooh. Alright, cool. This is what I want to see. We already have the chest piece. I feel like I just said that. But now we have a combat armor arm piece, which is cool. That means that the combat armor is starting to go into the loot pool, which means we'll be able to find some legendary pieces, hopefully, soon. Oh, that sucked. I should have shot the other one. Nope, not far enough.
Come on out. I'll make you can trust me.
Alright, legendary rolling pin. Oh, God. I mean, I say that, and I'm joking. I don't literally want that. But maybe I'll start being positive. So the next thing I'm gonna get is gonna be great. Something tells me you can't shoot through these.
Thought you could hide? Don't you die on me!
Man. Really?
Bullet in the knee!
Man, walking around the corner and seeing like a guy in giant metal power armor would have to be pretty terrifying. Combat, alright, more combat armor. That's never a bad thing. It'll be good to get like a full set of combat armor too, because then I can kind of reassess and decide, like, you know, like I have a full, basically a full thing of legendary armor at this point. But that doesn't mean it's good, though. It might just be a bunch of crap, and then, you know, maybe even without the legendary effects, the combat armor might be better. Yeah, I'm gonna start neglecting some stuff. I don't need to pick up literally everything. The real question is, do I... Yeah, you know what? Let's clear out the entire thing. It'll feel good to have the word cleared on the map for one more location.
What? Time's up! That one!
Man, I hate when it doesn't reload. I also hate wearing the power armor most of the time. I hate the different, just the different interface really bothers me. I mean, it doesn't really bother me, but it's not as good, obviously. Ooh, I think we leveled up actually last episode, maybe at the end. We should try to get something good. I thought we killed the guy over here. Wow.
Got it.
Oh, good gravy. Can those guys open? Cool. I think that plan So much stuff to unlock. I should stop. I should start rather keeping a notepad of like weird locations that we found. I definitely don't want to forget that. That place we found with the master lock. Alright, time to drop something again. Yeah, those are usually pretty heavy. There we go. Wow. What was that guy doing? Cool. That was a pretty effective cleaning. Yeah, we'll save some time. We'll oh, cool! It's raining. Now that's cool. That's worth being in the power armor for the rain. That effect is fun. Yeah, we'll fast travel back to them. We'll talk to them. Maybe we'll build up their base a little bit to set them up for the future, and then we'll go back and tell Preston about it. It's like the last place in the world I would want to live.
I took care of those raiders for you.
Really? Well, that's the best news I've heard in a long time. Oh, by the way, we've talked about it, and we've decided to support the Minutemen. I think it's worth giving it another chance. The only way things will get better is if we stand together.
Cool. Good deal. Currently stuck in this guy's house. Yeah, I'm gonna break down some stuff here and try to build them some defenses, because they're gonna get, like, this place usually gets like overrun. Because I think there's a bunch of, yeah, see, look, there's another helicopter. There's a bunch of super mutants around. Yeah, let's do yeah, they definitely don't need that much food. Yeah, like enemies will they'll like naturally just patrol the area, and they'll find their way here, and that's one way that enemies will come. And then the other way is that they'll just come based on like the math of, you know, people plus food plus water minus defense. So we need to bump up their defense numbers. So I always forget which way they come from. I was gonna say, hopefully we have enough stuff to build them some defenses. We've been hoarding, and we haven't been like going back to Sanctuary to like offload stuff. So that doesn't solve anything if they come from the other direction, but we don't got to worry about that for now. No, you know what? I will. I'll put another one. I'll face it the other direction. Oh, and they got water and everything. Yeah, so these people are good to go. They didn't need much. Cool. Alright, so let's go back to Sanctuary. And we'll talk to Preston. And I think I'll drop off this armor too. I usually don't like making a lot of noise. I mean, the extra protection's pretty cool, but you just feel so clunky and loud, which I don't love. So maybe we'll leave the armor somewhere. Nope, not that button. What button is it? There you go. Now we're super heavy because that was bolstering up our ability to carry stuff.
What are you building?
So I will first. I'll just bang out all of our food. Cool. And also, yeah, part of me doesn't want to put. So we got all that that new armor that I'm not sure we're gonna use, but I don't think I want to put it in with the same. Yeah, who's here? I'm not gonna put it with the same stuff because I don't want it to get. Oh, jeez. I've never seen Codsworth is just losing his mind. Yo, who's in my power armor? This game is ridiculous sometimes. Fusion core. Alright, so I'll have to put that back. Yeah, always, never leave your fusion cores in your power armor. Man, I'm so curious who else is here. Anyway, so as I was saying, so we kind of have like our big thing of armor down in the bottom. Like we're just throwing all of our random stuff there, but the stuff that we actually might want to use, I don't want to do. I kind of want to keep that separate for now. Oh, well, that's not it. Yeah, we'll put that with the regular stuff. And then that's our old pocketed leather chest piece. Yeah, we don't need that anymore.
Nothing to worry about.
to a Minutemen center. That's pretty cool. Yeah, let's do that. And then let's see what else we... Oh, you know what? Before we do that, let's see what other perks we can do. I remember last time we talked about me getting Critical Banker. Yeah, I think I need to get Critical Banker. That's been like a huge... like I'll waste it or I'll use it on an enemy, and then 3 seconds later we have another crazy enemy to fight. So at least now we can bank 2 critical hits, and that'll set us up.
We've got this.
Man, they're having like the battle of their life out there. Alright, so let's get rid of that.
Steady.
Oh, that's cool. So we can't... I don't think we can actually build a suppressor yet. Large... Ooh, this gun's actually sick. So let's... So we're going to put a regular muzzle on there. And we're going to put a regular magazine on there. And then we're going to delete that. And then we can go to our main gun that we've been using, and we can put that stuff on there for free. Nice. That's cool. Definitely still not a gun that we're going to use a whole bunch, but at least we can make it better for if we ever do want to use it. And then this was the gun that I wanted to try to make into some sort of a shotgun. And this is going to be expensive. I bet it's going to use a lot of our... So yeah, the beam splitter will turn this into... Effectively, it'll turn it into a shotgun. But I don't want to use the same paint as my other one. Maybe I'll just leave this one... No, I don't want to leave it green, because then I'll probably, like, it'll just... Yeah, we'll do something weird like that, and then I'll remember. Now, will I use it? I mean, that's the question. Probably not, but I'll try to use it. Cool. Alright, so we're a little heavy. See if we have any... We might have like some food that we don't need. Nothing groundbreaking, but carrot we don't need. Those are a pound each. Those. Yeah, I'm not sure what else we are using that's like making us so heavy. Oh, yeah, we don't need that. Suppressed armor piercing. Yep, we can get rid of that. Alright, so one thing I'm going to do is, before we talk to Preston, I'm going to sleep. I don't think we need to sleep for too long, though. Yeah, we'll sleep for like 3 hours. We'll get the, there's a bonus when you sleep that gives you more experience points. And then we'll talk to Preston, and then we'll turn in that. What's he doing in there? Okay.
I took care of the raiders that were harassing that settlement you sent me to. The people there have decided to join our cause.
That's great news. One day, we'll be strong enough to drive that scum out of the Commonwealth for good. We've gotten big enough that we're having trouble communicating with all our settlements. It's a good problem to have.
Ooh, this is a fun
And I
one.
have a solution. I think it's time to
Yeah,
retake
maybe
the
we'll
council.
we'll
Used to be
skip
the Minutemen
we'll
HQ,
skip the
way before my time. Well fortified,
DLC
centrally
mission,
located,
and then I think we'll
most
do this one.
important, it has a powerful
This is a
radio
fun one.
transmitter we can use to broadcast to the whole Commonwealth.
Sounds like just what we need right now.
I thought you'd like the idea. So, should I have an assault force assemble near the castle?
Yeah, let's do this.
We'll do some recon and meet you outside the castle. See you there.
Oh, you know what? Also, we need to put. Yeah, we need to put this on. Yeah, there we go. Cool. So, how close can we get to this? And not very close at all. Yeah, let's go to the Mass Pike Tunnel east, and then we'll try to make our way to the castle. The castle's actually pretty neat. I've never been there in real life, I don't think, but it is a real location that you can go visit in Boston. It's like an old, like, Civil War fort or something like that, I think. Wow, that didn't kill him.
Let's rock!
Whoa. That was unfortunate. Yeah, we updated our armor last episode to make us immune to fire. I wonder if we got the benefits of that just now. I feel like I've never used that perk before. Yeah, let's start getting heavy again. I love fighting the gunners, especially because doing this playthrough with mainly energy weapons, because they typically have those. So it's a good way to get more bullets for the rifles. That's a pretty cool tank. I feel like that's a model I've never seen before in this game. This map is so dense. There's just so much great little, like, locations to go check out. It's the kind of game where, like, where I look at the map and, like, I just want, more than anything, I just want to fill, like, find every single little location. Because, like, the map, by and large, like, starts out pretty blank. But then, by the time you're done, like, as dense as it is right here, like, it's all that dense. Like, it's all filled in that much. Oh, nice. I think there was only 3 of these wicked shipping trucks, and I think this is the 3rd one. Sick. And if these guys can help out, that'd be huge. Yeah, I'll take that too. That'll be a good source of, like, just like screws and gears and all that stuff. Oh shit, is that gonna blow up?
Excuse me.
Can't talk
Yep,
right
that's
now.
gonna blow up
Gotta clean the
in a big
fire
way.
with skin on my boots.
Any second now. Yep.
Honor and glory.
Man, it's too bad they're it's too bad they're just sitting there. See, the trick would be for me to get this guy mad at me, and then I run all the way back.
Human, you die well.
Yeah, run all the way back to those Brotherhood guys and let them. Delightful.
Little baby scared.
It's an interesting flying technique. Oh, come on. Yeah, you know what? Actually, I'm gonna pick up a... Oh, God. God, they creep me out so bad. what was I saying? Oh yeah, that's right. After we get to the location that we're trying to get to, and after we clean it out, we gotta build a bunch of stuff. So I want to pick up like everything I can find for the most part. I think there's a lot of supplies though, for the most part, where we're trying to go. Man, I would have loved it if those. Oh, good lord! There's just enemies everywhere, dude. Maybe I can try to use the new shotgun thing. So I think we went the wrong way, sort of. Yeah, we gotta swim a little bit. That's okay. Man, my game is lagging out like crazy. I want to say there's another free power armor over on that pier. I feel like I've gotten armor there before. There's just something so cinematic about the helicopters flying all around.
Hey there.
Everyone's here, General. There it is. Pretty impressive, huh? Its real name is Fort Independence, but the Minutemen always just called it the castle. Now you can see why I wanted to take it back.
Definitely. We're 600 years old. It's in pretty good shape.
That's right. They don't make them like they used to. We take this place back, people will know we mean business. Our primary objective is to clear the courtyard. That's where we should see the most opposition. The wall on this side is the most exposed. But if we circle around south, we could also reach the main gate.
What are we waiting for? Let's just get in there and shoot those lobsters.
No. If we split up, we can flank them from both sides. It'll be like shooting fish in a barrel.
Why not let them come to us? We set up a firing line on this side and you can draw them out.
Well, General, what do you think?
Set up a firing line, and I'll draw them out.
Sounds good. We'll hold back and wait for them to come to us. Just don't get yourself trapped in there. All right, people. You heard the General. Let's move out. Try.
Another reason I wanted to do this early was these enemies can be a pretty big pain in the ass as you level up. So they're doing them kind of at a lower level. Definitely not a bad move.
Nothing to worry.
Oh man, they are not happy. I would be out of here so fast. There's like no way I'm fighting a giant crab monster.
Aim for the ride.
Alright, cool. So I have two critical hits saved up. Now, I swear that's way more. Usually it's like a good amount of these, but this is crazy.
I thought I heard bingo.
Made it. This time.
Damn. Looks like they've been nesting. We're gonna have to take out these eggs, or they'll be back before we know it.
Lurks like to hole up inside old buildings, so the walls are probably full of them.
Sure looks that.
So, I was hoping that I'd have.
Away.
Oop, I do.
Here's how we're gonna play this. You hold here in the courtyard and take care of any eggs you find. The General and I will clear the walls.
Yes, sir.
Let's do this, General. Here we go. You okay?
I saw something.
Oh no.
Another one for the Minutemen. Which one do you want?
Guy's just hanging out while these little bugs eat his feet. Don't step on those, buddy.
Make every shot count. I think I got something over here. Found me.
God, they're so creepy. I wonder if these guys can spawn as legendary. Holy shit.
What the hell was that?
Yeah, I feel like the Molotovs usually take out. Me and Preston like good old times. I'm gonna die right quick. Yo, that person was dead and they just came back to life. Maybe they're, I'm literally just spinning in circles. Man, that was intense. That was,
All right.
oh no, there's the
Good
dead
work,
person.
people. But we aren't done yet. The general and I are gonna have a look at the radio to see what shape it's in. The rest of you, clear out any remaining Mirelurks or eggs you find.
I was gonna say, we still have like 1,000,000 eggs to do.
Can't believe we actually managed to take that thing down.
Bingo. Once I power this up, we'll be ready to broadcast.
Well, I guess it could be worse. See what you can do with it. I'm gonna go see what else is left around this old place.
I think this needs a lot of electricity. Yeah, it needs 10. Wow. Alright. Yeah, I guess we'll just do 2 of these. It'll look stupid, but that has never stopped me before. Oh, now I can't. The eggs creep me out the most. Yeah, we need wood. Asbestos. I guess it doesn't have to be perfect, so we can always do it again. This is not cooperating today. Alright, so I'll build that one there.
Hey.
Wow, we really did it. I've been watching the Minutemen fall to pieces for so long, I just... Now we've got to pay off on what we've started. Bring the whole Commonwealth together and make it last this time. So, you know, back to business. But with Radio Freedom up and running, we can broadcast alerts to you anywhere, anytime. I'll let you know if I hear of any settlements that need our help. In the meantime, make sure to offer help to anyone that needs it.
Cool. Yeah, not bad. We still have some work to do to clean this place up, but I'll leave that for next time. Yeah, that was a fun one. I think cleaning up this and like exterminating all the Mirelurks was a good way to cap this one off. Pretty cool view too, with like the blimp and Boston in the background and stuff like that. So as always, thank you for sticking with me and watching these. I really appreciate it. Yeah, next episode, maybe we'll get back to the actual story, and like we'll try to get a little bit closer to finding our son. I think that's what we'll do. So thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next one.